In the cards here. Here we go. All right. So the first free live stream of the day, super chats $1.99 or greater. We'll skip the line. Otherwise, I'll answer the questions in the order that they're asked. And one question per person. Unless you're super chatting, then you can always ask more. And you can start sending in the questions as soon as you're ready. Okay, we got one here from Coco. Love. You got celebration coming in around love. You also have a lot of passion coming in. Coming up, you're no longer going to be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. You're going to feel like love has gotten back on track. You'll be persevering, possibly with somebody from your past. There could be a water sign around you, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And generally feeling like things are moving forward at a steady pace. Let me move this forward a little bit so that I can... There we go. So I'm not so far away from the camera. All right. Oi. All right. Sister, why did my friend G suddenly stop speaking to me? Okay. What's going on with G? They got some anxiety around them that they're dealing with. They have a problem around them. It probably has nothing to do with you, but it's affecting you because you got to slow down here around your relationship. They're feeling very weak. It could be something that's either hard to deal with, painful to deal with, or that they shouldn't be discussing with a lot of people, so they're just backed up. I would reach out to them if you can and see if you can clean the air. I don't think it really has anything to do with you, why they stopped talking to you. I think that it has to do with something that they're going through on their end. Rhonda, Eric's energy towards me, is he trying to let go? No, there's happiness around you, and there's also the Six of Cups. So that would be returning, coming back, and it could be coming back out of the blue. I don't think that they're trying to let go. I don't think it's anything that they're doing deliberately. They could be legitimately busy. They may be caught up in other things, but it's not like they're putting it in their head, I'm letting go of this person, I'm moving on. I don't feel that at all. AJ, how's he feeling about me today? We argued slightly. That's okay. Arguing is okay. You know what? It almost kind of feels like the cat got his tongue. So I don't know if he was able to fully express himself. He may be feeling like you're right and he doesn't have a leg to stand on because he's got the Ace of Swords in reverse here. He also has balance around him, so I think that this is going to work itself out. I don't think it's a big deal. The final card is the Empress, so you know what that means. Love abundance, money, fertility, sexual attraction. Whatever went on today is going to blow over. If anything, he may be feeling like you were right and he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Queen, is George getting over me? I don't think so. He may be dealing with a little bit of heartbreak around this situation because the Three of Swords is heartbreak. So something around him is hurting. Yeah. Either it could be just his life in general he's not happy with. He could even be taking that out on you, but it's not like he's getting over it. If he was over it, he wouldn't be hurting. There wouldn't be any pain in his life. He would be happy, carefree, and moving on. I'm not getting that right now. Not at this moment. Malika, overall general reading. I'm a Pisces. Oh, me too. Oh, you got some good stuff coming in. Feeling like the world is at your feet. And that also may start to happen once the sun moves into Pisces. So keep that in mind. If it's not happening right now, if you're feeling a little stuck, it's coming. There may be some arguments or some bickering going on around you. Not a big deal. You have the 10 of Cups here, which would indicate that you're going to be feeling like all 10 cups are full. Generally speaking, when the sun moves into your sign, it's a good time for most of us. Of course, I myself have experienced a lot of shit shows around my birthday, but generally speaking, it's supposed to be a good time of the year for you. Somebody from your past returns with success. So if you're hoping somebody comes back from your past you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, there's a definite chance that you could reconnect with them coming up. Probably not until the sun moves into Pisces, which we're not that far off. I think we're probably around 21 degrees of Aquarius right now, so it's coming. All right, I think I skipped the super chat, so let me go back up. Forever grateful. Okay, let me go back up. How does the dude from my class feel about me? Intrigued by you, attracted to you, like the situation between you and them could move forward fast and it could lead to happiness. There could be some sort of an instant connection with you and this person. Very interesting. You know, one of those situations where once you start talking or you meet, you may feel like you've known each other before, could be from a past life, but they've picked up on that, they've noticed it. Lydia. Texted Omar, the Aquarius, happy birthday yesterday, and he hasn't gotten back to me. I'm moving on. All right, let's see what's going on here. His birthday's today, though, right? Oh, well, yeah, but I don't know where you are in the world. It might be today here, but it might have been yesterday for you. Okay. Here's the Aquarius. Shows up. And it shows that you guys are going to have some fun, carefree times around you should you choose to move forward with it. Being focused, here you are being focused on something else. Usually this is a business, school, work endeavor. It usually doesn't have anything to do with relationships, but the good thing about this is that you could be so busy with something else that you may finally let go of whatever's going on with Omar. He may notice that and you might hear from him. The thing is, I know that people make such a big deal over birthdays and holidays, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be. But a lot of times people get inundated with text messages on their birthday and they don't respond to everybody. Like for me, I value very real, I just value honesty and loyalty and real things. If Facebook tells you it's my birthday and that's why you remember, to me, I would rather you forget. If you forget and you're honest with me and you're like, you know what, I totally forgot it was your birthday. I appreciate that. I don't like when people make pretend, you know what I mean? I think that he honestly knows that you care for him. I do think you're going to hear from him. But I also think that he didn't respond probably because he was busy. He probably got a lot of messages. You know, you could look at it both ways. Someone you haven't spoken to all year can send you a happy birthday message because Facebook told them. You may think it's nice. It depends on the relationship with the person. You know, I have a friend of mine who used to say to me, if you're an asshole to me all year, but then you wish me a happy birthday, I want nothing to do with you. I kind of agree with that. But on the other hand, if you're on good terms with someone and you haven't spoken to them in 6 months, because that's life, and they wish you a happy birthday, I think that's a nice thing that they took the time out of their day to stop and think about you. I think that you did the right thing. I think you are going to hear from him, but I think keeping your options open is definitely healthy. Definitely. And Aquarians can be a little bit aloof anyway. That's just their nature. Sister Moon. He was listening to an artist last night who he sent me the song of a while back. Was he thinking of me and what was he feeling? It doesn't look like he was really thinking about anyone. It just is kind of showing that he was listening to music and maybe doing something else, showing happiness around the situation. And he may have been in the middle of doing something else and had music playing. It's not showing that he was really focused on anything. Almost like background music. Or this is what was playing while I was doing the dishes, that kind of thing. It wasn't like he was sitting around thinking about much of anything last night. Susie, what are Steve's feelings for me right now? Okay. Soulmate connection and a spiritual connection. Now, the soulmate connection thing. He may not know that on, you know, oh, I feel like she's my soulmate. I think it's just he's feeling connected. That's what it represents. He's feeling connected. He's feeling like there's more to come. Feeling a spiritual connection. There's a reason the two of you were brought together. That type of thing. Marth, Leo's thoughts around me. Has he cried recently? Okay. If you haven't seen or spoken to him in a while, he comes back. If not, somebody else is coming back from your past who's going to feel very passionately around the situation. This may not be him. This could be someone else. I'm not seeing any tears around him. I don't think he's been crying lately. The way he feels about you, he likes you. There's some attraction there. I think that he thinks that you have choices or opportunity around you. And I think he feels like there's always a lot going on around you, and I don't know that he's crazy for that. Like, I think he feels like there's a lot happening around you, and he wants to be the center of attention. And if he's not the center of your life, I don't think that I think he kind of pulls away from it. So he may be feeling a little bit unimportant to you right now, or thinking that you have more important things happening. Lydia, Robert Garcia, the Virgo, didn't confirm our date today. Is this the end? I'm moving on. Okay, is this the end with the Virgo? Well, what it's showing here is that there could be a third-party interference. That's why he hasn't confirmed it, and he may be feeling very weighed down. I don't know if he did something stupid, like make a date with two people on the same night, or planned on seeing you and somebody else showed up, ran into somebody. If you want to walk away from it, I wouldn't tell you not to. But I think somebody else showed up and interfered with whatever is going on tonight. Third party is involved. It doesn't have to be a third party that he's dating or involved with, but most likely it's somebody that's like, I don't want to say this, but like cock blocking. You know, like an old girlfriend showed up or an ex-wife showed up or something like that got in the way. That's how it comes off. If you don't want to wait around for him, I wouldn't tell you to. I actually like the Aquarius better for you than him. But I tend to like Aquarians. I got 3 planets in Aquarius myself, so I tend to kind of resonate with them. Anna, what is Christopher feeling towards me now? Upset with him. He didn't take me to work. Why do I feel like I can't depend on him? Okay. Okay, he's feeling a little out of sorts right now. Something is bothering him. The weight of the world is sitting on his shoulders. You can't depend on him. And I don't think that he wants... I think that right now he doesn't want you to depend on him, which could be why he didn't take you to work today. You have a wish, though, so you could change this situation. I think that he feels like you come down on him a little bit too hard and maybe you expect too much from him. I'm not saying you do. This just may be what he's feeling. Because he's feeling very burdened and he's feeling like he can't get ahead. The 9 of Wands in reverse would be like he feels like no matter what he does, he's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So he may not be wanting to give anybody right now that depend on me, rely on me, I'm going to be there to take care of you kind of thing. So it might have even been something he kind of did on purpose, sort of to let you know, I can't be dependent on right now. You have to do things on your own because I'm just not there right now. He's feeling very stressed out. The weight of the world on his shoulders with the wands weighs him down. It's like I have too much pressure. I can't get out from underneath it. Everybody's expecting too much of me. So now I'm not going to give anybody anything. Look, this is going to pass. I mean, he's not going to feel this way always, but this is how he's feeling right now. Ashmita, how is RJ feeling about me today? He's feeling good about you. You got the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Overall, he's feeling good about you. He may be a little quiet because the Hermit is here. So you may not be speaking to him. He may be kind of turning in. He may not realize it, but he may be looking inside to, figure out how he's really feeling, how he wants to move forward, what's going on with him emotionally. And so if you're not hearing from him today or the next day or a couple of days from now, don't make a big deal about it. Things will return to normal shortly. TD, should I take a few hours to respond to the Aries? Will it make him wonder? Yes. Yes, especially people that are, slow to get back to you, people that you have to wait weeks to hear from. Make them wait. Make them wait. Nobody likes waiting. And everybody is eager to hear from the person. I would make him wait a couple of hours, overnight. Depends when you hear from him. If you hear from him first thing in the morning, you may not want to get back to him until later on that evening. If you hear from him at night, you may, like 6, 7 o'clock at night, make him wait till the next morning and answer him. Yes, definitely make him wait. And if you can legitimately get busy with something else, do something. I don't care if it's like a mundane task like cleaning out your closet, but really taking your energy away from him will drive him nuts. Good. Marth, Aries thoughts around me after the party. Okay. Well, it looks like the Aries wants things to move forward with you. They have the Hermit here, which means they're either not going to vocalize that or they're thinking about it. They're not going to act on it. So the Chariot, things move forward quickly. The Hermit is like, he backs up. He's not sure. The Moon card is here, so I would urge you to use your intuition when dealing with him. And Lovers is in reverse. So I don't know if he's feeling like whatever happened at the party was an omen that the two of you should not be together, or he's feeling like if you got together you would break up quickly, or something happened that made him feel like I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I don't know what went on at this party, but the Lovers in reverse would indicate a breakup. And if you guys aren't together right now, then it would be like a reason why he wouldn't be pursuing it, or a reason why he talked himself out of it. I don't know what went on at this party, but... And especially, you have to be careful, especially parties where people are drinking. Only, not that because I think there's something wrong with drinking. Please. I was drunk doing karaoke for years, but that's not the point. It said people remember things differently. People interpret things differently. Sometimes things happen and people just remember them in a different way, and it could be something like that. If there was alcohol around, I would say, let the dust settle. Everybody's going to forget about it and move on. Ashmita, are my manifestations working? Yes, they are working. You're on the right track with that stuff. Elizabeth, career reading for the next 2 months. New job. You're definitely, I feel like you're going to get more than one job offer and you're going to have to make a choice. You also, I know this is a job reading, but I have to mention it, that there is a soulmate connection coming in around you. You're going to be feeling less weighed down by the weight of the world. I think that the new job that you take is going to be paying you significantly more, or if not in the beginning, it's going to be like after your, you know, what's that 3-month period you get through? Then you may be making more money to come. I think that there's going to be a choice for you, or more than one job offer over the next 2 to 3 months. And I think that come the springtime, late spring, early summer, you're going to be making a substantial amount of money more. And there's going to be room for growth in the new company. Or if you stay with the company you're at, there's room for growth there. But there's expansion coming in and choices. Queen, is he ghosting me? And if not, what should I expect? What you doing, buddy? She's sleeping. This guy, he's... Don't wake her up. Is he ghosting? Okay, I don't think that he is deliberately ghosting you. I think it's almost as if he's trying to punish you. And I think that you can expect to hear from him coming up soon. It's almost like he's doing it out of spite because he knows it's going to bother you. But it's not like he's like, well, I'm going to disappear and screw it. It's more of like he's aggravated at the situation. He's trying to punish you. But inevitably, you guys are going to end up speaking. Whether you reach out to him or he reaches out to you, you guys can reconnect. And relatively soon. Yes, actually, she loves this blanket. We have her in this all the time. I know, I love it too because I like how soft it is. I put pictures up today where I have it folded in half so that her name is in front of her. Because she's 1 month old today. And I'm loving the blue outfit because there's not much, like mostly everything is pink. And this is blue outfit with little llamas on it, which is cute and different. Ashmita, if I start a life coach as a will I find clients easily? 70% chance, yes, you're going to find clients easily. Oh, relax. Paid. Should I branch off on my own YouTube channel? I don't think that there's anything wrong with having another channel. You can continue with the one that you're on and have another one. It's limitless. Like, you could just do whatever you want. Let's see what the cards say. %, chance, yes, you should start another channel. There's no reason why you can't do both. No reason. Georgia, Peach. Will RS return and want a committed relationship? They're definitely returning, and a commitment can be in the future, but I don't think they're going to come back in and immediately want the commitment. I think they come back in first. Anna, what does Alexis think about me? Okay. How does Alexis feel about Anna? Okay, it comes off that she feels like you have a very strong personality and that you can be very successful, or that you are already very successful. But there's something about you that intimidates her. She holds herself back around you, or she's intimidated. I don't know why. I don't know what your relationship is with her, but it comes off that she's a little bit intimidated. What the heck? Jelena, will D like my present for his birthday on the 12th? Okay. Absolutely. He's absolutely gonna like your present. You know what? Let me see if I can do this with the other phone. Where is it? So that I don't have to use my finger. You know, my dad gets mad at me when I do that. All right, I'll do it for this one until the stupid thing comes up. Isla, do I have a secret admirer? I think you do. You do, and I think that this person gets very stressed out because they think that they would never have a chance with you. So that's why they've never said anything. I don't know that they're going to say anything because I think that they feel like you're very much so out of their league. Isla, does my ex M the Taurus still want a second chance? He does want a second chance. He may be kind of accepting that he's not going to get one, or he may be feeling like it's over, but he does want a second chance. Anna, I applied for a job at the high school as a secretary. Will I get the job? I get a 70% chance you're going to get that job. I think you will. Yeah. Isla, the rest of February has for me. Okay. What does the rest of February have? Okay, the rest of February can be a little bit, the sword cuts both ways. It can be really good, and then it can also be kind of shitty, but we got Mercury going retrograde, which can kind of screw things up. It looks like if you're waiting on money or a bonus or something like that, there's a delay when it comes to that. Relationships move forward at a snail's pace. However, you have happiness around you and good times ahead of you. So feeling a little bit more free, feeling a little bit more lighthearted, fun times coming up, but yet feeling like you're waiting around for love and money. I think somebody donated through PayPal. All right, let me get that PayPal person before I lose them. Or I lose the question. Let me see. I went down too far. Hang on. Ari. Okay. Looking for Ari. All right, my name is Marikai. This is my son's name, so I want to know how my divorce will go and what is my ex thinking. Okay, all right. What is the ex thinking and how's the divorce going to go? Okay, so it shows that betrayal moves into the past. So if one of you betrayed the other, the person that was betrayed is starting to get over it and forgive it. It shows that for you, use your intuition. The marriage that you had was built on solid ground. Whatever went wrong or the arguments that surrounded it, the relationship at one point was very stable, but it does show that you're walking away from it. I think that for you, you know it's either time to move on, or you want to move on, or you're just over it. The husband feels very weak with this strength card in reverse. They're feeling like they don't really have much control, a little bit out of balance. And here's the breakup, okay, with the Two of Cups in reverse. I am wondering if they want to work on the relationship more than you do. It looks like one person wants the divorce more than the other. The other person wants to work more on the relationship. So when it comes to something like that, it's hard to find common ground. I think that it may be him that wants to work on the relationship and you're kind of like ready to let it go. If that's the case, you got to do what you want. Especially with the High Priestess card here, it's urging you to use your intuition. You know better. So let's just say, for example, I know a lot of people have been in this situation. They've given everything to their marriage. They've tried everything. The husband has made, it's usually the husband, has made a million promises. They're going to work harder. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. They don't live up to their expectations. The wife gets sick of them, files for divorce, and now all of a sudden the husband's trying to jump through hoops. If that's the situation that you're going through, the High Priestess urges you to use your intuition, and I think that your intuition would tell you that his time is up. As far as how is the divorce going to go, let me look at that. I think that it can go relatively smoothly and end quick. The Chariot card is here, which would mean that things would end quick. It wouldn't be long and drawn out. You may come to terms with things really fast, like, you know, I'll give up this to have that. I just want this to be over with. I don't think it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. I think it's going to end pretty quickly. If you choose to go through with this divorce, which I do think you're going to. Let me go back up. Susie. I'm making crafts again. Should I try selling them? All right, let's see. Should we try selling them? I think so. You get a 70% chance, yes. And the Virgo, who's here, is very detail-orientated, very analytical. I think it could be something that you would be successful at. Kind of like a slow and steady sort of wins the race. If you started a little bit of a side business, you may see that over time it does well. And it would be a great way to bring in a little extra money. And not to mention that it's a great distraction from everything else going on in your life, which is a really good thing. When you have to focus on something else and you're not focused on all the bullshit that's going on in your head, it takes you to a different place. And it helps to speed things up. Because you're not focused on, you know, whatever's happening in your life. TD, does the Aries care about my feelings? Okay. The Aries does care. It just, when it comes to Aries, they're the first sign of the zodiac, and they're very much so me first. So they come off always, well, I can't say always, but they usually come off as I'm more important. It's all about what I want. We're going to do things my way. They're young souls. They're the first sign of the zodiac, and it's really all about them. So he may come off as if he doesn't give a shit, but he does. Oh, I missed Georgia Peach. All right, let me go back up and find. Wait a minute. I must have missed Georgia a long time ago, no? Because I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Will the RS return and want a relationship? I did that one. If there's another one, if you could just send me the question. I think I said that he was going to come back and not want a commitment right away. He was going to come back first, and then it was going to take a little time to get there. If there's another one for Georgia, can you just send me the question, because I can't find it. Forever is looking for love. Okay. Moving away from the past, making a clear decision to move to the past brings in a celebration around your future. Could be with a water sign, possibly a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but Pisces comes up stronger. You have magic around you, so you can manifest almost anything you want. When the magician shows up, watch your thoughts. Being very successful in your current or future relationships when you make a decision to let go of whatever didn't work in the past. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to change partners or get rid of someone. But say, for example, you're with somebody who, I don't know, treated you like shit, and now they're working on treating you better. Don't harp on the time that they treated you like shit. Focus on what's happening in the future. There's passion surrounding you, and you're going to be setting up some nice boundaries, taking off the restraints that hold you back, and moving forward in your relationship slowly and steadily takes you to a much better place. I think you got good times coming up when it comes to love. I keep saying I'm going to use this phone, and then I forget. All right, let's see. Ashmita, when will my husband ask for a divorce? It could happen before the end of this winter. You could get your divorce or the question before the end of this winter. Queen, if I continue ignoring him, will he reach out first? And when we do talk, will things get better, or will he still be a little bit manipulative? Okay. Will he reach out first if we don't? 70% chance, yes, he will. Will he still be manipulative? He's still going to be manipulative. Yep. Things will improve, but he's still going to try to manipulate you for sure. That's not over yet. Sepia, Michael's energy towards me today, still no contact. Okay. Why is my nose itchy? Okay, he's feeling like somebody just recently stabbed him in the back. So I don't know if this doesn't have anything to do with you. This could just be the reason, something he's dealing with, and that's why you haven't spoken. He's feeling like He doesn't either have a leg to stand on or he's got a lot of bullshit going on around him. The way he feels about you, though, is balanced. Excuse me, loving, caring, and like he's going to get there eventually. It's almost like he feels like it's on his mind, it's on his to-do list. He just hasn't reached out yet. He just hasn't gotten to it. December. Intentions and thoughts, the next move of A towards me. He's a little stuck right now. He's like drowning in quicksand right now, and he's feeling a little bit weighed down. This will blow over, and he's going to come forward. Things are going to change overnight. So he may be a little stuck right now, but things are going to change. This guy is going to come back, and he may want to reconnect, rekindle, get the relationship back on track. I'm not so sure how happy you're going to be, though, if you do that. I would give it a shot. I would entertain him, see what he offers, or see what he's got in mind. But I have a feeling that once you guys get back, it won't be long before you're feeling like, now I know why we weren't together, or now I know why this didn't work. Oh, sepia, that's nice. For Zara's question. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Oh, my nose, why is it so itchy? All right, what is going on with Themis? What is he going to do with me soon? Okay. Well, he's going to be looking to transform the relationship. So wherever you are right now with him, if you're not speaking, this could be communication comes in. It could be moving the situation forward. It looks like he's weighed down by the situation and anxious about it. But it doesn't look like anything's going to happen right away. The Page of Swords is in reverse, which means you're not going to hear from him right away. It's going to take some time. I don't know if it takes a couple of weeks or a couple of months, which could be really frustrating, but that's what's coming up. This may be something that you got to wait it out a little bit. Chloe, what did Mark think when he saw me this morning? Comes off genuine happiness, but also anxiety. So he was happy to see you. He was happy that he ran into you or whatever, but he also got a little nervous. It's not a bad thing. Anxiety and happiness. Butterflies. Probably butterflies too. Malika. Another tarot reader told me that there is going to be a secret that comes out on Valentine's Day between Michael and I that will cause a tower moment. Do you see that happening for us on that day? Okay. I wouldn't lock it into a specific day. If it is coming up, if there is a tower moment because the secret comes out, I think it would be happening over the next couple of weeks. So what good, bad, or indifferent? If you make it through Valentine's Day and it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean it isn't going to. It still could be coming. It just may not happen on that day. But let's see. Is there a secret that will be revealed that will lead to a tower moment? I think something may come up. There is a 70% chance that a secret comes out and it leads to something. I don't get a tower moment, but I get regret. So I don't know if he did something that he regrets and he wants to tell you about it so you guys can move forward, or if I think that that's probably going to be either something comes out and there is regret around it. So my suggestion is hear him out, or if you find out about it and he doesn't tell you and you confront him, hear him out. Because whatever it is, he's going to regret it. It's not going to be the kind of thing that he would be proud of or that he would be happy he did. Isla, any insights about my next love or relationship? Well, you have a wish around it, which means the person could either be like a dreamboat, or it could be an Aquarius, because the star card is also the water bearer, right? But there's success around the relationship, so it would be an easy relationship, a smooth relationship, something that you don't have to sit around and wait for whether or not this guy's going to call. There's success around it. You may hold yourself back when you first meet them. They may seem like they're too good to be true, but they're very balanced. They're going to be attracted to you, and they're going to be legit. So while I feel it's a good idea to be cautious and don't dive in head first, I think they are going to be legit. And I think that you're going to be crazy about them. December baby, how will B feel when he sees me with A as my boyfriend? Okay. How's B going to feel when we leave him for A, or when he sees A as the boyfriend? It may make him feel like he's a little stuck in the mud. And he could feel like there's not success around him. But overall, I think he's going to think good for you, because he thinks that either you want to be in a stable relationship and he doesn't want that, or he's going to feel like now she's got someone who's more on the same page as her. I think that he may feel some bitterness around it or a little bit of jealousy, but I think overall he'll be okay with it. Isla, the secret admirer from work, his sign. Okay. Probably a Libra. Justice is the Libra card, first card that came up. December baby, G's feelings for A, lover, friendship, did they kiss? Okay. Did they kiss? I think they did kiss, 70% chance yes. And I think that she's a little bit more into him than he is her. AJ, can I trust the person offering to do my birth chart? Are they fraudulent? I was actually thinking about putting together a course to teach people how to read their charts, but I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. I don't think that they're a fraud. It only comes up 33%. The thing is that sometimes it's like it's in the way that the knowledge that people have, or what they know, and then it also has to do with the time that you were born and if that time is correct. My birth certificate says I was born at 12:03. My father swears I was born at 11:15. That's a huge difference. I had my chart rectified by somebody once, which is a crazy process, and she said that I was born closer to 12 o'clock exactly, and like maybe like 57 seconds. So almost 12:01. And you would think 2 minutes isn't that big of a deal, but 2 minutes is a huge deal, because it's each minute is equal to a year. So you can throw off what's going on in your life by a year or so. So if you're born, like if I was born at 15 degrees of Pisces, right? By the time I turned 15, now I'm heading more towards like an Aries type personality. And the way that the chart progresses will be thrown off if the time is off. And it even can, it could even affect your rising sign. Someone that's born at 29 degrees of something, if their chart is off 2 or 3 minutes, they may no longer be an Aries rising. They may now really be a Taurus rising. So I don't think they're fraudulent, but I think it may be the information they have or who they learned it from as to whether or not how accurate they're going to be. I had an argument once with somebody online over planets in opposition, and the person was adamant that people with opposing planets will never get along. Opposites, this, that, and next thing. No, sometimes opposites attract, especially sun-moon opposition. My moon is in Leo. Some of my very best friends and boyfriends have been Aquarians. Opposites attract. Sun-moon opposition is a very strong connection. And then I was like, finally, like, I'm not going to argue with this idiot anymore, because sometimes opposite attracts and sometimes like attracts like. It depends on what else is going on in the situation. Some of the strongest connections that I've seen between people are opposite signs: Sagittarius and Gemini, Pisces and Virgo. You know how you can't say that just because there's an opposition. I'm rambling, but that they're not going to get along. Sometimes it's a huge attraction. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to use this. Kira, when will my finances improve? What month? Okay, let's see. Money irritates me. I hate that. I hate worrying about finances. I'm going to say with the Ace of Hearts, like the 1st of spring. I would say sometime late March, beginning of spring. Maybe April, but maybe April 1st or around the month of April. Miss Ronnie, are my spiritual gifts getting stronger? I've been doing readings and getting good feedback. It's almost scary. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's see. The more you do them, the easier they're going to come. And it's crazy. Like, I have noticed for myself, let me just answer the question first. Yes, you are growing every day. I've noticed for myself, I would rather read for people that I know nothing about than people that I know. For myself, like, I can't put my finger on anything intuitively. Very rarely can I. And when I do, it's always when something shitty is going to happen. But reading for other people, I feel just is so much easier for me, because I feel like I have nothing that kind of clouds my perception. And the first time I ever had to do a reading for someone was somebody that I never, ever met before. And I was like, I had no faith at all in myself. And I'm like, I'm just going to shut my eyes and see what happens. And I amazed myself. I thought the woman was going to tell me I was crazy. And meanwhile, she started crying. I was like, no way. No way. Because, but yeah, I think you're on the right track. Good. Good for you. Keep working with it. L, is it best to end my friendship with P? All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, I didn't even turn over that many cards and I got 3 aces, which would suggest that yes, it would be good for you to end your friendship. I don't know what they did, but they seem to be a bad influence or have bad motives or something. Isla, is my dad doing okay? He seems stressed. Everybody is stressed. And look what's at the bottom of the thing, the stress card. All right, is dad doing okay? He's okay. He's actually going to be coming off a little bit more relaxed coming up. I think he's going to be all right. Leif, is there anything I need to do or say in order for my ex to respond to my apologies? Huh. All right, let's see. Aries is a strong personality. They just may need some time. Yes, look, you got a hold up when it comes to happiness, but this card is still excellent to get even when it's in reverse. I would just give it a little bit of time, a little bit of space, and then reach out again. You've got strength around you. You could do it. So I think that this person may be making you sweat a little bit, but I think they're going to give in eventually. I would give them a little bit of time. So let's just say, for example, you just recently apologized today, yesterday, the day before. I would wait like a week or so, maybe not reach out right away. I think that this Aries will take notice if you don't, and they may be kind of putting out in the air, like out in the universe, like, hey, how come I'm not getting another apology? Where's my next apology? He knows what he's got to do. You know, that kind of thing. Give it a couple of days and then try again. Excuse me. Miss Rosie 37, how does A feel about seeing me with someone else? Okay. A little heartbroken. A little bit heartbroken and a little bit out of balance. Good. Let them sit with that for a minute. See what happens. Aries. What is it that he wants, or will he offer in the divorce? Okay. All right, I think that he's feeling kind of weak. I think that he's going to offer some financial stability. There's finances coming up, and I think that you're going to be feeling successful around it. You got financial stability and you got success, and then you also have divine intervention stepping in. So I think that in the end, you're going to get what you want, or at least what's owed to you. And I think it's going to have to do with finances. Finances, property, assets, something like that. Danielle, did Megan marry Paul? I get a 70% chance they did. I don't know what's going on in their relationship, if they just willy-nilly went and got married. 70% chance is kind of high, but it's not a 99% chance. I don't know if they intended to do it and then they didn't. They backed out, or they got cold feet or something like that. Or it could be that they did get married and then it doesn't last. They have it annulled. 70% chance isn't that strong when you're talking about marriage. And it almost seems like it's very not serious, like very lighthearted about something like that. AJ, how does he feel with me knowing that he took her to NO? How does he feel knowing that he took her to NO? I don't want to say he feels embarrassed. It's not embarrassed. It's more of like, he kind of feels like a heel, but he doesn't want to admit that. Like, he feels like he had every right to do what he did with her, but he feels like a shithead, but he would never let you know that he felt that way. Like, the arguments are going in reverse, which means he would try to avoid the situation and not confront it. If you confronted him about it, he wouldn't want to talk about it. It's like he feels like it was a shitty thing to do, but he would never admit that. RZ, Aways is ignoring me. What does he think about me? He thinks that, I don't know if you've been reaching out to him a lot, because he feels like you've gone a little bit out of balance, or that you're a little bit over the top right now. So if I were you, I would kind of use your intuition when dealing with him. Maybe not reach out for a while. Let him sit in silence and see what happens. Because he's feeling like you've gone out of balance. Or you're doing too much. Rhonda, general energy with love and finances. Okay, when it comes to money, you're going to be feeling a little bit less weighed down. The weight of the world sort of dissipates. Either a new business opportunity or more money starts coming in, and feeling prepared to move forward. Around love, things may be a little bit more stagnant. There's some arguments and bickering around you, or not trouble, but like it could be delays, it could be crap, feeling stuck in the mud, not moving forward fast enough. But inevitably, things are going to change because the Eight of Wands changes that fast. Ushers in a relationship built on solid ground, but it may be a little bit sticky and boring for a while when it comes to love. Charles Latrice, how long has the Sag best friend had feelings for me? How long has the Sag best friend had feelings for me? I think it's been a while. Maybe since last winter. Queen, will he ever stop the manipulation, and will we ever be happy together, or is this always going to be a toxic situation? Okay, let's see. Will this situation always be toxic? There's room for growth here. When a situation goes toxic, I feel like it's very hard to rebound from that. Usually it's something that continues to get worse and worse, like a malignant kind of tumor. But in this situation, it does look like you can rebound from it, but it's going to take a lot of hard work, which once again, I say it to a lot of people. Some situations are just easier than others. You could go out tomorrow night and run into a guy who's ready, willing, and able, and I don't think that you would entertain going back to that nonsense if you met the right person and things were easy and simple. There is room for growth in this situation, but it's going to take a lot of hard work on both your parts. He's manipulating because he's got a little bit of a narcissistic thing happening around him. I'm not saying that he's like an evil, bad person, but he does like to control situations, and he is manipulative, and you've been through that with him before. So I think that you guys can rebound, but it's going to take a lot of work. And if, I say it to a lot of people, if somebody showed up tomorrow and they were ready, willing, and able and doing all the right things, I don't think you would go, I don't think you would choose to go back to that. I think that you would choose to move forward. So, and like I tell everyone, as annoying and as frustrating as it is, keep your eyes and ears open for what's going on around you, because I'm telling you, if somebody else comes in, it'll be your decision, and he's going to be the one that's sorry for it. Because whether, these people that are controlling or manipulative, or these people that are always giving the hard time, they may not let it be seen, they may not let it show, but they have a much harder time getting over the other person than the person that's been suffering. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been suffering with this situation for a long time, there will come a day where you decide to move on and you won't look back. Whereas that's going to be the day for him that he's going to be like, hey, wait a minute, where are you going? And you're going to be like, so I do think you could rebound from it, but I'm not 100% sure that you would choose it. Elantra, has Marquis been thinking of me recently? Okay. Yes, absolutely. Afia, Linford's current feelings. He's a Libra, I'm a Pisces. Linford's current feelings. All right. I don't know what's going on with you in Linford, but I would just give it a couple of days because it shows that there is a tower moment either coming up around you and heartbreak, but then passion gets restored, or the tower and the heartbreak could be around him. He could be dealing with that and then passion gets restored. So if you haven't seen or spoken to him, I wouldn't reach out to him right now. I would let this blow over, or I would try to avoid the tower situation and the heartbreak if you can. So I wouldn't reach out to him. I wouldn't pursue anything. I would just give it some time because the tower and the heartbreak is there. And if it's there and it doesn't have to do with you, then okay, fine. But I don't want you to walk into the middle of it. The love you just read for me, is it coming soon? All right, let's get some time frame. Nine days, 9 weeks, 9 months, the month of September or the fall. I'm going to say that you can meet this person between now and the fall, but the relationship is either going to stabilize or move forward, or something significant happens in the month of September. The fall part of the month of September, so the end of September. It doesn't mean you can meet them tomorrow. You could be friends, you could be hanging out, but something significant changes in the month of September. Marth, should I ask the Leo to talk to me? What will he think? 70% chance, yes, you should ask him to talk. If you do, he's going to have a million things running through his mind. He's not going to know what you want to talk about, and it's going to stress him out a little bit. Isla, do I have spiritual gifts? And if yes, what are they? Okay. Everyone has spiritual gifts, definitely. I believe that it's the way you cultivate them, and the more you listen to your intuition, the stronger it will get. Unfortunately, and my belief is, I don't know that everyone would agree with this, but I think that negative feelings or negative situations are a heavier energy, and they're easier for us to pick up. And I think that we tend to push them away because they frighten us. So my suggestion would be to really listen to your intuition, and if bad feelings come up, don't ignore them, because I think that's where it starts. I've noticed it, that's the way it started for me, and I've noticed a lot of people around me that have some serious like intuition have said the same thing. It's the strong feelings that surround negative. It's very heavy. That energy is very heavy, and it's easier to pick up. It also shows that you may have some intuition, but aside from that, you may have a strong gut feeling. So not to say that they're two different things, but sometimes like intuition may come as just like a general light feeling, where clairsentient, I can't pronounce these words great. It's more of like a gut feeling in the pit of your gut that like if somebody says something to you, you may feel physically nauseous from it. Or if you enter a situation, you may feel butterflies. And it would be a physical feeling that you feel in your gut. Go with that. Whereas intuition may be a little bit like, yeah, I kind of have a feeling that this guy is hitting on me, or I kind of have a feeling that I'm going to get that job. Feeling it in your gut would be more of a physical thing. Or feeling like danger in the pit of your stomach. Go with that, because I think that you can kind of tune into that pretty quickly if you work on it. December. G's current feelings for A. Did they kiss more than once? Okay. I do think that they've kissed more than once. I think that she's genuinely into him, but she's not in love with him. It's just like he's kind of around. You know, she thinks she would give it a chance. Let me put it that way. I don't think that he's her heartthrob, but I think that she would give it a chance if he were to come forward and want a relationship. She may entertain it. I think that they definitely kiss more than once. I hope the answer is no. Has anyone been doing black magic on me? Okay, let me see. You can protect yourself from that stuff. I'm going to tell you how. 1 second. I don't think anybody has. Sometimes somebody may say something like, it's not black magic, but they say something shitty, put it out into the universe about someone like, oh, I hope they drop dead. I'm not saying somebody said that about you, but that's just what comes to mind. And sometimes those words can be really powerful. I don't think that anybody's sitting around with a voodoo doll and sticking pins in it when it comes to you. But what I would do is, and I suggest this for everybody, even if you don't think someone's doing black magic, bathing with salt water, putting salt lamps up in your house, sage the house. Florida water is great. You can wear it like perfume. It doesn't smell bad. It's sort of citrusy. Lighting black or white candles. If you're going to, what you could do, this is simple. You can do this every day. White taper candle in a candle holder and a cup of water. Every day, light the candle for a couple of minutes. Please surround me with positive energy. Please surround me with positive light. And let the candle burn for a couple of minutes. Every day, make sure that you change the water. You don't want to keep stagnant water around the house because that water calls in spirits and you don't want spirits, you know. Change the water. Every day the water gets changed. But salt is very protective. You can get black salt. You can make black salt. I usually just use whatever I have in the house. Queen of Swords. Blocked Jose. Did he find out yet? And how does he feel? Okay. I don't think he knows yet, but I think that he's feeling like he lost the battle. So I don't know if he's going to find out or if he's starting to think about it, but he's feeling kind of like he's lost. Ari, what is going to happen in love for me? You got an offering of love that's going to be coming in. That's going to be like a wish come true. That comes in out of the blue. Possibly with a Sagittarius who's well-balanced, loving, and carefree. Saying goodbye to your past and moving forward is going to do you a world of good. Sweetie Pie, what's coming up for me? You got a new job opportunity coming in that could be bringing you a lot of money. Being prepared to move forward. And there could be an influential earth sign around you, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. No longer feeling like you're stuck in the mud. A new job, new business opportunity, a new school, whatever it is that you do all day. A new opportunity around you that's going to push you to the next level. And make you feel very successful. There's going to be success around it. Afia, what is the Tower moment and heartbreak over what? It could be over either an argument that escalates. It could have to do with something that happened in the past that one or both of you have not let go of, or it could be something that he hasn't let go of, he's still struggling with. This is regret. Somebody may be a little bit off balance or acting out of character. I think it has something to do with either something that went on in the past that one or both people have not let go of, and it comes back again. Especially with Mercury going retrograde, that's very possible. December. Be, feel, and think we may hook up. He feels it's over now. Wait, what does be, feel, or think we may hook up? He feels it's over now. I'm not sure of the question. I'm going to wait to answer that because I don't want to answer it wrong. Chels, what attracts a Sagittarius friend to me, and why does he hide it? Okay. He hides it because he's afraid of rejection. He's attracted to you for a number of reasons. First of all, your personality. He genuinely likes you as a person. And that's a big deal because you can be physically attracted to anyone. And once you get to know them, you realize they're an asshole. They're not so attractive anymore. But as a person, emotionally, he's very attracted to you. He's attracted to you physically as well. It shows that he wants to come in with an offering of love, but he may be fearing that you would reject him, which is really funny because Sagittarians are usually pretty self-confident, but for some reason you sort of steal his confidence. He doesn't really have confidence when it comes to you. I think he feels like, I don't know if you're too good for him or you could do better than him. Marth, will the Leo pursue me after our conversation? I'm not so sure. Perseverance is in reverse and you only had one ace. So I'm not so sure that he's going to be doing any pursuing. I'm not sure what you're going to talk to him about that would change that. Or that would make him decide to pursue you. Like I'm not sure what the conversation would be that would make him decide to start pursuing you. It looks to me as if he's not coming forward, or he feels like it would be not in his best interest. Nicole, what does Marion feel about me? Will we get back? Okay. I think you're going to get back. I think he wants to get back. I think he's going to be trying to work his way back. Georgia, will someone get me a gift for Valentine's Day? Oh, December. Okay, wait. I'll be right with you. I think someone's going to get you a gift for Valentine's Day. It may not be a huge gift, but I think that somebody may think of you and do something. Luna. Okay, let me see if I can find December's question. Does B think or feel that we may hook up in the near future? Or does he feel it's completely over between us? I think he feels that you would definitely hook up with him again. I think he feels like that. I don't think I don't think he's really thinking either way. Like, I don't think it's in his head, oh, we're going to hook up or we're not going to hook up. But I think that if somebody were to ask him, do you think that you're going to hook up with so-and-so? I think his answer would be like, yeah, I would hook up with her again, or we could hook up again. I don't think he's thinking, I think he's kind of cocky and arrogant. And I think that he thinks that he could have whatever he wants. Like, that's kind of how he comes off to me. Like, oh, yeah, of course she would do it with me. Yeah, why wouldn't she? Like, he just thinks like along those lines, but I don't think it's something that he's like actively thinking in his head, like, oh, it's over. I hate to say it. I even think that he thinks if you were with somebody else that you would still hook up with him. He just kind of comes off like that. Like almost confidence, but not in a good way. Like there are people that are confident in themselves, and then there are people that come off as like being cocky, and he sort of comes off as being a little bit cocky. Luna, why has my energy been off lately? Because we had the full moon, we have Mercury going retrograde, and everything's kind of upside down. But let's ask the question. Yeah, feeling a little bit weighed down, feeling a little bit stuck, maybe regret over something that happened in the past. There could be some indecision around you. The good news is that this is all going to blow over and you're going to be returning back to yourself. You're going to be feeling happiness coming in. Let it blow over. You're not going to be feeling this way for much longer. Forever grateful. Jonathan's feelings towards me. Well, he feels like he's put in some effort and now he's starting to see a payoff. He wants things to move forward slow and steady. He's got a lot of strength around him, and he's grounded. He's very grounded. He feels like, okay, when you ask how somebody feels about you and this card shows up, there's nothing better than this. Love, abundance, money. Be careful if you don't want children when this card shows up, because it always could be the birth or the conception of a child. But overall, it's being attracted. It's being wanting things to move forward. It's happiness. It's like one of the best omens you could get. And he feels very grounded in himself, which I like. It's like he knows who he is. He knows what he wants. And he doesn't, make excuses for who he is. This is who he is. This is who he shows up as. I like that. AJ, why doesn't he just leave me the hell alone? See, this is why things get so difficult. Because he still is hoping that the relationship transforms and that there's success that leads to the happy home. Use your intuition. He won't leave you alone because he still believes there's a connection to the two of you. And he still thinks that at some point the two of you are going to either find your way back to each other or end up together somehow. It's in the back of his head, whether he wants to admit that or not. That's what the cards are showing. April, when will new love enter my life? Could be this spring. There could be somebody showing up significant this spring. Forever grateful. I was told a male figure will pass. Oh, a male. I was told a male figure will pass. What do you see? Oh, will die? Is that what you mean? Let me just make sure that's what you mean. I don't like when people say that. I don't predict death. I won't predict death because, I mean, look, we have a million people in our lives. Could a male figure die? Of course. Could be somebody that you worked with 10 years ago. It could be the guy that lives down the street. I mean, somebody significant around you will pass. I don't like predicting shit like that. Besides, I don't believe we're in control of that stuff. But I want to just make sure that's what you mean before I answer it. Elizabeth, will my job Will I get a job at Macy's or Target? Will I like the job? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, I think that you will get a job, and I do think you will like it because the Sun card is here. So people talk a lot about how working in retail sucks, and it does suck. And I did it for 100 years. I worked for a grocery store. I worked for A&P. I grew up there. I spent more years working there than, like, that was, I worked there for 2/3 of my life. But there are a lot of benefits about working in retail. The hours are very flexible. You can usually make your schedule the way you want it. It's also not sitting behind a desk. You're up, you're moving, you're talking to people. It's physical. I happen to like that kind of stuff. The people that you work with, you usually have a connection to, and it's usually not a bad time. I think that you will like it. I mean, the jobs itself, I mean, it could be shitty. Like if you had to work as a cashier, which is what I did for years before I moved into different areas, it's shitty, but you meet all kinds. It's never boring. There's always something crazy going on. I have a whole series of shit that went on while I worked at A&P on my channel. The stories that I could tell you are amazing. You would be like, no, that doesn't really happen. Yeah, it does happen. Like you would, I mean, you'd be nonstop laughing because especially stores like that, all types of people have to go in there. You know, like everyone's got to eat, right? Everyone's got to eat, so everyone's got to go to the grocery store. So it's for comedy. You wouldn't believe the things I saw and the stories that I could tell. Lid, Alyssa's feelings towards me. My coworkers watch those videos, they crack up. The feelings that Alyssa has is moving forward, success. Like the two of you have a soulmate connection. So whether or not you're just friends, it doesn't make a difference. We have friends that are soulmates. We have teachers that are soulmates. This person feels extremely connected to you. They hold themselves back and they may not always want to admit it, but they feel very connected to you. Queen, if I give George an ultimatum when he comes back, what will he do? If you give him an ultimatum, it shows that you may temporarily get what you want. And the only reason why I say temporarily is because then it shows he holds himself back and it shows a betrayal. So I don't know that you can give him an ultimatum into making him do what you want him to do. You may get it short term, but it might not last forever. Because of that 7 of Swords. Georgia, how does RS feel about me? Okay, it looks like if RS recently walked away or walked away in the past, they're going to end up coming back. They feel very passionately about you. When they come back, they may not be done arguing. You guys may still be arguing, and there could be discussion about heartbreak that went on in the past. Now, heartbreak, that the card shows heartbreak. It doesn't, when that card shows up, it doesn't mean that somebody physically has to break your heart, but it could be a painful situation that happened in the past, gets revisited, or we're rediscussing or re-arguing over something that happened in the past. In order to move forward, you may need to do that. RS feels like your relationship can be built on solid ground and there can be genuine happiness around the two of you, but you're going to have to either get over the past, leave the past in the past, start fresh, and really not bring it with you into the future. Miss Ronnie, when you told me that I would communicate with people whom passed over, would it be random spirits or people that I already know? I think you probably communicate with both. Let's see. I think it's going to be both. Because I think that there may be ancestors and other guides and stuff who you don't know that will be communicating with you as well. Okay, wait, I wanted to see, what was that other question? Okay, forever grateful. Oh, yeah, forever grateful. Ask a different question. That's fine. Isla, what does my ex-Taurus feel about me? Okay, they feel like you're incredibly smart and that you don't always live up to your potential. They feel like you hold yourself back and that you're capable of so much more. That your life can transform before your very eyes, but you don't always take the bull by the horns. This is what's coming up. They're very attracted to you. If you haven't heard from them, they may be coming in out of the blue coming up. And they may feel like you have some insecurities and they don't even know why. Everyone has insecurities, but they don't see the insecurities like you do, that kind of thing. Like they think that you're capable of much more than you give yourself credit for. Hasti, MB's current feelings for me. Well, they're not going to be holding themselves back. They're going to be pulling themselves up by their bootstraps to move forward with you, reach out to you, or reconnect with you. They feel like they have to take a leap of faith to get this relationship back on the road, and they want to. They don't want to let things go the way they are right now. The Emperor. They're coming forward. They feel like they want to move things forward. They, if you haven't seen or spoken to them, they're missing you. They're missing the connection, and they're longing to come back. Isla, how does Jade the Libra think about me? Okay. They're physically attracted to you. There's a lot of physical attraction. And they feel that you're very well balanced, and they may even be pursuing you in the near future. You got the Perseverance card around them. They also feel like you should focus a little bit more on you and a little bit less on either things you can't control or what's out of your control, because they think that you're also capable of a lot. You got a lot of like people that think that you can be very successful, but that you hold yourself back. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's what comes up. All right, I'm looking for Forever. A new question from Forever. What does the guy from Yonkers feel about me? Oh, you're from not far from where I live. I'm not that far from Yonkers. Actually, my grandfather used to work in Yonkers. Okay, well, once again, there's happiness around him, so he feels good about you. He also feels like he may be working hard to either get your attention or move the relationship forward. The Eight of Pentacles is usually a job or a school pursuit or learning a new hobby, but when we're asking about a relationship or how somebody feels, it would be them working hard, putting in effort, coming forward, maybe planning things or having ideas as to where they want, what they want to do. The Sun card is happiness. So this person either has feelings for you or they're very interested in you. They want things to move forward. And I would give them a chance. Oh, Yonkers is in New York. I guess it's southern New York. Like, not too far from New York City. Okay, I think I finished the super chats. Let me go back up to the top and see if I can pull up some of these other people here. Sade, coming up events with me in the Pisces for the next 6 days. I can't lock into the next 6 days. So I'll just say what's coming up for you in the Pisces. Like, when people are like, you know, like, what's going to happen today? I can't tell you what's going to happen today. I don't know. Like, would be, a lot of times what comes up is the most or the next significant event. It may be overcoming heartache and betrayal, putting this in the past between you and the Pisces, moving forward with a clean slate. Use your intuition. If you haven't seen or spoken to them, you're going to be hearing from them, and communication is going to start to pick up. Hasti, what will friends and family think if MB reaches out? They may be feeling like there's a third party around this situation, and that somebody's going to get in trouble. I don't know if you're the one that is seeing someone else or if they're seeing somebody else, but this would indicate a love triangle or a third party interference. However, that might be where it starts, because then balance and compassion comes back in. So I don't know if MB reaches out and you end your current relationship, or MB reaches out and they end their current relationship, or whatever is going on around you guys dissipates because you're talking again. But I would think that people would almost think it's like a little bit like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, like, no, now they're going to start talking again. What's going to happen with so-and-so? They're going to have an opinion. Let's put it that way. All right, let me go back up to the top. Sonia, please tell me if I'll marry someone I love and when. Of course you're going to marry someone you love. You're not going to marry someone you don't love. Let's see. I'm going to ask, will Sonia be getting married soon? Will Sonia be getting married within the next 3 years? Yes, and you're going to have a lot of choices and opportunities over the next couple of years. The Two of Spades. So if you're not with anyone right now, it's possible that you meet somebody this month, and then your relationship with them moves forward quickly this coming fall. Oh my goodness! What is that? What happened? You're not even awake and you're crying? Oh my God. Out of nowhere, she just busts out crying? All right, let me give you your pacifier. Don't cry. Don't cry. That's sad face. You got a sad face there. Come on, take this. All right, I'll rock you in the chair a little bit. You want to rock? All right, there you go. You got your llama right here. There's no need to cry. What kind of stuff is that? Isla, will I be getting married? Okay. Oh, is Maple Leaf, are you new here? I don't think that I've ever seen that before. I'm going to answer for that because I think it's a new person. Okay. Isla, you're going to get married, definitely. Maple Leaf wants to know, what are the current feelings for P and me? I don't think that that's anybody that I ever spoke to before, so I'm going to answer. Oh, thank you. All right, current feelings for P. If they've recently walked away, it's because they think you're not into them, but they're going to be working hard to come back with an offering of love that could happen when you least expect it. So I think that P is very interested in you, or will be will be more interested in you the more they get to know you. They're not giving up on this. They're going to be pursuing it. Oh, and welcome. You are new here. Yeah, I didn't think that I knew that maple leaf name. Welcome. All right, I'm going back up to the top. Sidra, if I have travel. Will you be traveling? All right, Sidra. Will Sidra be traveling coming up over the next, between now and the end of the year? Is there travel coming up for Sidra? There is travel coming up between now and the end of the year with somebody from your past. An old love, an old friend, an old coworker. Maybe you're traveling to see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, an old family member, something like that. I do think that you're going to have some travel. Mihawk 503, what's the Libra feeling about me today? Feeling stability and prepared to move forward. If you haven't seen or spoken to them, they come in out of the blue. Communication may be picking up. They may be looking to reconnect coming up. I think that the energy between you and the Libra, things are going to be moving forward pretty quickly coming up in the near future. Let me plug this phone in. V, am I the most desired person he's dating? Okay. V, am I the most desired person he's dating? Yes, but I don't really think he's dating anyone else. There may be somebody else that he's gone out with once or twice, but it doesn't look like there's anybody else that's really significant around him. Oh, thank you, April. Thanks. Myretha, what does Nathan feel about no communication, and does he miss me even a little? He misses you, and he does not like no communication. He's feeling a little bit heartbroken and like he's holding himself back. He doesn't like this. Christina, does the Virgo just have sexual feelings for me, or is he really in love? Okay. All right, I can't tell you he's head over heels in love with you, but he has feelings for you. This is not just a sexual thing. It's not just a sexual thing. There's more there than that. Cade, will my sisters be mad if I make another channel? I don't really think they're going to be mad. They may be a little annoyed at first, but it's like there is so much room to grow on YouTube or when you're working on the internet that it doesn't have to take away from what you do with them. You can still do your own thing on the side and still do what you do with them. There's just so much room for growth when you're dealing with the internet. It goes the whole world. Like, I don't know, let's just say, for example, you like to cook. You can do a cooking channel. And if they don't have anything to do with cooking, then what? They wouldn't want to be part of it anyway. I hate cooking. But my brother likes to cook, and he makes cooking videos sometimes. Like, there's just so much room to grow when you're dealing with the entire world that I don't think you should hold yourself back. I would go for it. Did I get those Miss Super Chats, or I never got to them yet? The last one I have here is Cade. Let me know if I got to them. Because I'm going to have to run soon. I think she's going to have to eat. But I'm going to try to answer some of these other people that I didn't get to. And then I'll come back on again. What time? I have no idea what time it is. $3:21. I'll come back on again tonight. Let's say 7:30. How about that? 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. All right, baby. It's all right. And you Kriti. Oh, it disappeared. Damn it. Jessica A. Is the divine helping me with my manifestation with me and my ex? Is there a divine intervention helping? Yes, and you may see something change quickly overnight. All right, little mama. Come here. Oh, don't drop that binky. Don't drop your binky. There you go. You don't even have your eyes open and you're crying. All right. Did I skip any super chats? Does anyone know? Let me go back. The last one that I saw was from Cade. Wait a minute. I think I saw a super chat missed. Isla, what was the question that I missed? Can you send it again? This way I don't have to go looking for it. AJ, next significant event in my life. Okay, let's see. Next significant event. Choices having to do with a life partner or relationship partner. So it may not be somebody that you spend the rest of your life with, but you're going to have choices with the Seven of Cups. That's going to be the next significant thing that comes in, or the next significant thing that you're dealing with. That's like front and center in your life. December baby. You read before about a water sign coming towards me with an offer of love. There is no male currently around me. Can you please read what's happening in my love life regarding A and the water sign? Okay. Can I put you down for a minute? You gonna be all right if I put you down there for a sec? All right, good girl. Okay, there's a water sign that will be coming in at some point. And it may be an offer that you can't refuse when they show up. Use your intuition. They may be a Pisces. Could be a Pisces. There's going to be money around them, and they're going to be very passionate. Now, the situation with A is going to move forward, and it's going to be your decision whether or not you decide to stay with them or give the water sign a chance will be your decision. You have all cups full coming up, probably not towards the end of the year. I'm thinking that by the end of the year, your whole life is going to be in a different situation. Put new partners come in, money comes in. There is even an opportunity around work or changing jobs coming in. I have a feeling that if you were to go back or reconnect with A, you may be with them for a while, but you may end up leaving them for the water sign. I think I might have to do one for Isla and one for Hasti. All right, the one about Isla getting married, I did. There was a different one that I'm not seeing here. AJ, I did. What will the friends and family think if MB reaches out? I did that one. So were there other ones that I missed? Oh, she reposted. Okay, who was it that reposted? Hasti? Okay. What did MB think of my last goodbye message? He hasn't replied. Okay. I'm not so sure he's taking you seriously. I think that he may be feeling a little bit like, I've heard this before and we've gotten past it before. I think he may think that you're being a little bit dramatic. I would hold off on reaching out to him for a while. If Jay the Libra comes, should I give him a chance? And also M, okay, for Isla. You know what? I would give them both a chance. See where it takes you. Let me tell you something. If you're, and I'm not saying that you got to mess around with a million guys. If you have two guys around you that are looking for your attention, it will make them, whether they realize it or not, both work harder, and then you will be able to make the decision as to who you want to be with. I would tell you to give them both. Give them both a chance if they show up. Okay. Oh, you're burping? Looks like a burp. Okay. SARS, how will the vacation with Patrick go? Okay. And who was the other? I think I missed another super chat. Oh my God, you got a lot of burps coming out of you. All right, don't worry. I'm gonna feed you. Let's check out. Let's look and see how the vacation's gonna go first. Okay? How's the vacation gonna go? Is it gonna go well? Overall, the vacation is going to go well. You have all cups overflowing, feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. Look, it doesn't mean that there can't be something annoying or a nuisance that happens, but overall, it's going to be a good time. Oh, that's so sad. All right. Am I missing a super chat from somebody? Maybe AJ? I think AJ I might be missing. And then moderators, you could post. I think SARS and Mel are here. I don't know if I saw Brandy today. Oh, she looks like me, you think? Do you look like me? I don't know. I think she's going to have straight hair, though. I don't think she's going to have curly hair, like my crazy hair. Stephanie, what did Trent think when he saw me today? Okay. All right, and then let me know if there's anybody else I have to do. Mel, I gotta do Mel. Hi, baby. You ate not that long ago. You can't be starving. He was very attracted to you today, Trent. I don't know what's going on with you and Trent, but he definitely liked what he saw today. Good. Mel, will the Aries ask the twins for my number and will they give it to him even though I told them not to give it to... Oh, boy. Let's see. Okay, Avery, I'll be right with you. I don't think they're going to give it to him. I don't think that they're going to give it to him. I really don't. I can't say he's not going to get it, but I don't think they're going to give it to him. All right. All right, did I make it through the super chats? Anybody know? Oh, AJ, next significant event. Oh, I answered that one. I said that I think it's going to be choices that have to do with the next life partner or the next significant relationship come up. That's the strongest that come up. All right, I'm gonna go feed Avery, and I'll be back on tonight at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I will see you guys then. Thank you to everyone, and thank you for your patience, and thank you to the moderators. I'll see you guys tonight, 7:30. Bye bye.